Here's something that might surprise you. The difference between wealthy people and everyone else is rarely intelligence, it is rarely luck, and it is almost never about having a head start. The research on this is clear. Across thousands of interviews with self-made millionaires and high-net-worth individuals, the same patterns show up again and again. Not complicated investment strategies, not secret knowledge, simple daily habits that most people were never taught. Today, I'm going to give you 6 of them. These are the habits that wealthy people do on autopilot, habits they have built over years that create results that look like magic from the outside, but are actually just the result of consistent, intentional behavior. You can start implementing every single one of these today. No special skills required, no massive income required, just a decision to start. Let's get into it. Habit number 1, and this is the foundation that everything else is built on. They pay themselves first. Here's what most people do. They get paid, they pay their rent, their bills, their subscriptions, their groceries. They buy a few things they want, and then they save whatever is left over at the end of the month. Spoiler, there's never anything left over. Human spending naturally expands to fill available income. If you wait to save what is left over, you will never build wealth. Wealthy people do the opposite. The moment their income arrives, a portion automatically goes to savings and investments before they spend a single dollar on anything else. They pay themselves first, then they live on what remains. The power of this habit is in the automation. You don't have to be disciplined every single day if the system handles it for you. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your investment account on payday, even if it's just $100 to start. The amount matters less than the habit. Once paying yourself first is automated, it becomes invisible. You adapt your spending to what's left without even noticing the money that went to your future. Habit number 2. Wealthy people are obsessed with their net worth, not their salary. Ask most people how they're doing financially and they'll tell you their salary. But salary is just one variable in your financial picture. Your net worth, your total assets minus your total liabilities, is the actual measure of your financial health. Net worth equals what you own minus what you owe. A person earning $200,000 a year but carrying $300,000 in debt and 0 investments has a lower net worth than someone earning $60,000 a year with $100,000 saved and minimal debt. Wealthy people track their net worth every single month. Why? Because what you measure, you manage. When you can see your net worth number growing month after month, it becomes addictive. And when it goes down, because it will sometimes, you feel motivated to correct course immediately. Start today. Create a simple spreadsheet. List everything you own that has value. Savings accounts, investment accounts, the value of your car, any real estate. Then list everything you owe. Student loans, credit cards, mortgage, car loan. Subtract liabilities from assets. That number is your net worth. Track it monthly. Make it grow. Habit number 3, and this one goes against everything our consumer culture tells us. Wealthy people consistently live below their means. There's a name for the phenomenon that traps most high earners: lifestyle inflation. Every time income increases, spending increases to match. New raise, new car. Promotion, bigger apartment. Bonus, vacation and new tech. The income goes up, but the savings rate stays the same or gets worse. Wealthy people resist lifestyle inflation aggressively, not because they're miserly, not because they don't enjoy life, but because they understand that every dollar you spend today is a dollar that cannot compound into multiple dollars tomorrow. The most widely cited study on millionaire behavior, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley, found that the majority of American millionaires drive used cars, shop at discount stores, and live in modest homes relative to their income. They're not flashy, they're wealthy, which are two very different things. Here's the habit. Every time your income increases, commit to saving at least 50% of the increase. If you get a $500 monthly raise, send $250 of it immediately to your investment account before you ever see it. You lived on the old salary, you can live on it a little longer while your wealth accelerates. Habit number 4, and this one goes against everything our consumer culture tells us. Wealthy people never stop learning about money. The average CEO reads 60 books per year. Warren Buffett spends 80% of his day reading. The wealthiest people on earth are obsessed with knowledge, particularly financial and business knowledge. Here's the return on investment for financial education. Spending $15 on a personal finance book that teaches you to avoid a $1,000 financial mistake is an 8,000% return on investment. Watching a 30-minute video that shows you how to optimize your tax strategy and save $2,000 this year is time well spent. Knowledge compounds just like money does. The financial information gap is real. Schools don't teach personal finance. Our parents often didn't either. Most of what you need to know to build wealth won't come from your job or your formal education. It will come from your own deliberate self-investment. Commit to one financial learning habit per day. Read 10 pages of a personal finance book. Watch one educational video. Listen to a finance podcast during your commute. Over a year, that daily habit will completely transform your financial knowledge and decision-making. And better financial decisions made consistently over decades, that's worth millions. Habit number 5, and arguably the most powerful of all, wealthy people don't just earn money, they put their money to work earning more money. There's a concept called active versus passive income. Active income is trading time for money, your job. You stop working, the money stops. Passive income is money that flows without requiring your direct time. Dividends from investments, rental income, interest from bonds, royalties. Wealthy people obsessively build passive income streams, not necessarily to quit their jobs, but to reduce their dependence on their job and accelerate their wealth building. When your money earns money, you're effectively employing an army of workers, your dollars, who work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, without a salary, without benefits, and without complaints. At the most basic level, every dollar you invest in an index fund is a dollar working for you. Dividends are paid to you twice a year from the profits of the companies you own. Those dividends get reinvested and buy more shares. More shares pay more dividends. The army of dollar workers grows. As your wealth grows, you can expand into other passive income streams, dividend stocks, REITs, real estate investment trusts, bonds, or eventually rental property. But it all starts with that first invested dollar. Start putting your money to work today. Habit number 6, and arguably the most powerful of all, wealthy people think in decades, not months. We live in a world of instant gratification, same-day delivery, instant streaming, overnight results. This culture is poison for wealth building. Real wealth is built slowly, steadily, and over very long periods of time. Wealthy people understand this. They make financial decisions based on where they want to be in 10, 20, or 30 years, not what feels good today. They don't panic sell when markets drop. They don't chase trending investments. They don't get distracted by get-rich-quick schemes. They stay in their lane. Here's a practical example. When the market fell 34% in March 2020 during the COVID crisis, most retail investors panicked and sold. Wealthy long-term investors saw a 34% sale on quality companies and bought more. A year later, the market had fully recovered and gone to new highs. The people who panicked locked in their losses. The people who stayed or bought more were rewarded. Develop a 30-year financial vision. Write down where you want to be financially at 40, 50, and 60 years old. Then work backward and figure out what actions you need to take today to make that vision inevitable. When you have a 30-year plan, short-term market noise becomes completely irrelevant. 6 habits. Pay yourself first. Track your net worth. Live below your means. Never stop learning. Make money work for you. Think long-term. None of these require a high income or a finance degree. They require decision and consistency. That's it. Here's your challenge. Pick just one habit from today's video and commit to implementing it this week. Just one. Do it consistently for 30 days and watch how your relationship with money begins to shift.
If this video gave you value, smash that like button and subscribe to Simply Finance. We post every week to help young professionals like you build real wealth. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. The wealthy are not a different species. They're just people who learned these habits, and now you have too. It's your turn.